thank you very much for coming and agreeing to be interviewed for TESOL-SPAIN website. And thank you very much for coming to our 40th anniversary here in Elche. And tell us a little bit about your experience with TESOL and what you've been doing so far, because you're only halfway through your busy agenda.
Yes, well, today I've already had two presentations. One was about the non-native teachers' special problems, because we are different from this in the sense that we are not native speakers of English. This is the dark side of it, but of course there's the bright side as well. That there are certain things that with which we can compensate for a linguistic handicap, in inverted commas. So I think at the end of the day, what matters really is how qualified you are, how experienced you are, how much you love your kids. We are different, natives and non-natives certainly, but we are equal. And the best way to work together is to collaborate and try and put our heads together, getting the best from either group. So that was my native, non-native presentation. The other one was about English, which has become the lingua franca of the world. In Spain, anywhere in the world, you can get by with English. But there is also an ELF movement, an English as a lingua franca movement. And whenever I hear the word movement and advocacy groups, I always have a little bit of suspicion. To what extent does this matter for the teacher? Is it simply an interest generated by researchers? And does it have to filter down to the level of teachers? And I see that there's a rift between what researchers do and what teachers actually need. And this was what I wanted to make little jokes about and being somewhat critical of this art movement.
And what sort of response have you had so far from these two different focuses that you've been talking about?
Well, my first presentation was not only a talk, but it was also a workshop. So I've received a lot of response from the participants. Very valid points were brought up, and I was very glad that there was a response. If it's a kind of workshop, you would expect people to respond. The worst thing is when there's no response, and it's as if you were talking to the white wall across the room. With regard to my second presentation, it was a lecture of a kind, so of course you can't have a response because you're not asking questions. But judged by the people's faces as they were leaving the room after my presentation, I think it went down pretty well.
Judged by the fact that people clapped and clapped and clapped, but then they were told to do that, weren't they? Very good. So what's in store for this afternoon?
For this afternoon, there's going to be a panel. There will be some 5 people sitting around the panel. And of course, it's not only the panelists who will be doing the talking. We shall be doing some talking, but we would like to open it for the floor. And we very much hope, fingers crossed, that there will again be response from the floor. I know it's a hot issue, native, non-native. In Spain, as well as in a lot of other countries of the world, what is the best thing? What is the place of nest? What is the place of non-nest? And I don't think we have fixed places. As a non-native speaker, I love teaching advanced groups, but I also like teaching, primary kids. And I'm sure that my nest colleagues feel likewise. And then there will be fun, sketches, organized and written by Luke Prodromu, and I hope that the audience will be having fun. We have just had the rehearsal. We had a lot of fun. I hope that the audience will have fun as well.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for taking the moment from your very busy day to come and talk to us.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.